Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to take a detour into the ever-popular world of 3D printing and explore how we can prepare our models that we're creating in Autodesk Inventor and export them for use in a 3D printer. So let's go ahead and dive on in. So on the screen here, I've got a water manifold cap that I created for a friend to use in his boat. It was upwards of hundreds of dollars to replace these, and we 3D printed them for his boat for maybe $5 at that. But how we prepare a model for 3D printing is pretty simple in Autodesk Inventor. Once you have your actual model ready to go, all we need to do is go up to the Environments tab, and we've got a 3D print environment up here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. By default, it gives us this view on a default machine workspace here. You can swap between different printers. So say I wanted to print this on a MakerBot replicator, and it does bring in the build plates and the build volume of the said printer, but it's not necessary to pick a printer for exporting out from Inventor. You do have controls up here to set your orientation or position. So if it's coming in and you kind of want to pre-orient it before you drop it into a printer, you can do that by selecting the set orientation or position features here, and we can change it up by selecting an edge as our bottom. So I'm going to quickly just cancel that, bring us back here. You can also modify your solids while you're in here by doing a partition or a direct extrude, or a push-pull is another term for it. We're not going to worry about that in this particular video. But one thing we do want to pay attention to is our print options. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. In here, we can set the format of the STL file that we're going to export from Inventor. We can control the units. Typically, I suggest doing it in millimeter because 90% of the printers out there automatically will start in millimeters. So it's just easy to export it in that unit. From there, you can change the resolution that you want, or you can use a slider and create a custom. So you can set your surface deviation, your normal deviation, what your max edge length is, so on and so forth. For me, I typically just like to keep it on high. I leave it on the binary format and just use those settings for exporting this part out. We can also go in here, and if we want to turn the mesh display on, it'll display what it will see as the mesh. And we can turn our mesh edges on there to kind of get an idea of the triangles that will be created in the STL file. So I'm going to go ahead and turn those off. And really, that's all there is to it. Once you're ready, you can click on that Export as STL, pick your spot where you want to save it, and it will save it out as an STL file. Then once you're done, if you hit exit that 3D print environment, you'll notice we now have this 3D print environment button here in our tree. So anytime we need to go back to that, we can easily just double click on it, and it takes us right back into that 3D printing environment. Well, that's really all I've got for you for this one. It's pretty short and sweet and to the point. So just remember, the best method for exporting an STL from Inventor is coming through our 3D print environment. It gives us a little bit more control of how we want that end STL file to be, whether it's a lower to higher resolution or any other features that we can adjust in there. So go ahead and take what you learned from here, export those STLs, and get printing. And as always, be inventive.